Trapmore gang, I've got a really sad story for you guys today, and this is something that just kind of really touched me on an emotional level. And I'm just really hoping that things don't spiral out of control as a result of this story that I'm about to tell you about. But today we're really all going to be praying for YSL Woody, Lil Woody. You know him from the Young Thug trial. He was obviously a witness in the case. People were saying that he was working with the staff. I mean, we saw him on the stand, right? Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to put it, Young Thug, the case against him ended up collapsing. Some people, myself included, felt like, in a way, Woody's involvement with the state being an unreliable witness in a lot of ways actually ended up saving Young Thug. Now, he has gotten so much hate online for, working with the authorities, being a snitch, as people have labeled him. But I've always felt like he really seems like a stand-up dude. He seems like a solid individual. He seemed like somebody who, despite maybe not necessarily being the most scholarly person from the streets of Atlanta. That's my kind of way of putting it. Young Thug said he takes medicine. I ain't gonna say that because I really like Woody. I feel like he seems like a real stand-up dude, and somebody that maybe isn't necessarily book smart, but he's somebody that does have a lot of emotional intelligence, if you ask me. And a lot of his interviews have been very touching, very thoughtful, and very thought-provoking. And really, we're just praying for Woody right now, man, because it sounds like he is going through a tragedy that no one should have to go through. It pains me to even say it, man, but the news has just come out about a couple of days ago, man, that they're saying that he actually lost his infant son. He had a son a couple of months ago, and this is going around. He posted a picture with his son after the birth, saying, "Someone gonna pay." And the reports are that his son has unfortunately passed away, man. And it's just really, really sad to see him going through this, even though he is somebody that's been through a lot. He's been involved in a lot of situations that maybe have, had really, really messed up outcomes. Nobody deserves to go through this. This breaks my heart. I spoke to Mama Duck recently. Obviously, she's lost more than one child to the streets and tragedies, and this is something that nobody should have to go through, man. And I really wanted to just touch on this story, man, to just highlight this and just let everybody know what's going on and really just spread the word and, make sure everybody's praying for Woody, man, and just praying for him to get through this, and also praying for him to not crash out over the situation, not to throw his life away, not to throw away the opportunity that he's got. Because I've been seeing him and I've been really proud of everything that he's been achieving. He posted this and he said, "Someone gonna pay." Now, look, I couldn't even imagine what he's going through, right? But I just pray for him. I hope that he can get through this situation and, keep his freedom, keep his heart intact, because he does have a good heart. I know his heart is probably in pieces right now, but he's got a good heart underneath all of the tough guy stuff, you know what I'm saying? So in this video, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of backstory about Woody, his family situation, and again, just spread some positive vibes and put prayers up for Woody, man. So there was a interview, okay, his off the porch interview many years ago. He would actually reveal in this interview that he had two other daughters, and what's really tragic is he explains in this interview that he missed his daughter's early years because he was serving time in prison.
Yeah. How many kids you got?
Two little girls.
Two little girls.
Same age.
Yeah. How old were they when you first went in?
One was one and the other a week before she about to turn one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are your legal troubles behind you now, or are you on probation?
Yeah, I'm on 3 years supervised release.
Okay.
And I got like a couple months up for state probation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he already had, two daughters, and unfortunately, incarceration, dealing with being in the system, that kind of robbed him of some of the time with his daughters, man. And, jump forward to 2025, man, there was reports that Woody was expecting a child. He did do a gender reveal in April, and he revealed to the world that it was going to be a boy, man.
Man. Yes, sir. They're hard. They're hard. That's hard. That's hard. They broke out their first boy, man.
Man, you can just see the excitement, man. right? So just, it makes me so sad just looking back at it and knowing how everything went, man. But a few months after this, obviously, there was nearly a tragedy. We nearly lost Woody, okay? He was involved in a serious dirt bike accident. And, this was going around. Some people were saying the ops got him down, but that's not what happened, okay? He was hurt. He was hurt in a serious dirt bike accident, or I think he maybe was driving a four-wheeler. He fell down. He came off the bike, and, he thanked everybody for their prayers. He was in the hospital. Unfortunately, he did pull through, but he was in bad shape.
I just want to thank everybody that prayed for me and they've been supportive. God bless y'all. I just want to thank everybody.
So, he was in a rough way, man. Now, less than a week after this, obviously, his life has low-key been chaos. I mean, this is somebody who's just dealing with going in and out of prison. He's coming off dirt bikes, people trying to kill him, all this kind of stuff. He's dealing with a lot in his life, okay? His life has been absolutely crazy. I don't know how he can even keep it together with all of this going on, man. But less than a week after this incident, he would essentially be back on stream with his girl, and he would open up about his recovery and the pregnancy and just all of the crazy stuff that he had going on in his life at this time, man.
Happy for y'all, and I am so happy that you survived. Thank you. That crash, Woody. You 100% had guardian angels. Please wear a helmet next time. For how far along is she? Do you know the gender yet? It's a boy. God bless y'all. Thank you so much. My heart dropped when I heard you was in an accident. My baby was hit 3 years ago by his dirt bike. Where'd it go? Somebody deleted it. John.
I kind of feel big. Even though I'm still small, I kind of feel big. I'm ready to have this baby. But I can say this has been the best pregnancy ever. Like, literally. The baby's due soon, any day now. We don't have a name for the baby yet. He is walking better. He's doing much better. Thank you, guys.
So within about 3 weeks of this live stream, and you can just see the excitement, man. He finally had welcomed his son's birth. He had his son in his arms. He posted on Instagram. Essentially, he said, "I will not fail at being a father. I love my three wholeheartedly. Having a son is everything a father could ask for. Thank you, God." Okay, people giving congratulations there, man. And, it seemed like Woody was clearly overjoyed at being a father, having a son and just being a father again with his freedom. It was actually inspiring to see. He was posting pictures of himself feeding his son. He said, "Loving my life right now more than ever, man." He would go on to, keep posting pictures, keep posting updates, him and his son. Posting a picture, he said, "I can't wait to walk into basketball courts, football fields, and stadiums, or whatever it is he chooses to do. We blessed, and you can be blessed as well. Just repent." And I feel like this was so inspiring because Woody is somebody who's been through a lot of stuff. He's been through a lot of real situations, and he was showing the world as a great leading example how you can turn your life around, how you can move forward and do positive stuff. And I've seen him going through this transformation. I observed this. I respect it. And I was inspired by it. I feel like Woody is low-key underrated as actually an inspirational person that has gone through so much and turned his life around. And I know that's not going to change in spite of the challenges he's fighting currently and overcoming. Now, it seemed like as the time went on, he had fully embraced fatherhood, everything that came with it, his family, his girl. He said, "What matters to me is my responsibility as a father." He's super inspiring, man, taking responsibility, taking this seriously. And again, we just hoping that don't change. He's a tough guy. He's a strong-willed person. He's been through a lot. And I know that he's going to be able to keep shining and keep that light in his heart, even as he navigates through this really dark period of time, man. But, I really just admire and I respect, just everything that he was kind of putting out there, all this positive energy that he was putting out there. Now, obviously, we're getting towards the really tragic incident, and it just makes it so much harder to take when you see how positive his life and the positive direction his life had moved into in the lead up to everything that happened, and after welcoming his son. Now, his last Instagram post that he posted before the tragedy was him promising his son that he had his back no matter what, man. And it's really sad. He said, "Every decision I count. I won't let you figure out life on your own." And regardless of what happened, man, that is Woody's soul. That's his character. That ain't going to change. He's still got that love in his heart, and he's still going to be able to put that out to the world, man. And we like I said, we just praying for Woody right now. We just praying that he can navigate this situation the best he can and just stay that same person that we knew he was. Now, sadly, it would be 2 months after welcoming his son. Woody would go on Instagram to share the heartbreaking news. And obviously, he's going through it, man. He posted a picture with his son. He said, life ain't worth living anymore. And, you know, there would be a series of posts, obviously, with his son, just explaining how he was feeling, posting pictures, you know, with just the sad face there. Just, people just really, really just... I'm feeling the pain, you know. I'm seeing the heartbreaking comments. I'm seeing what everybody's going through. He said, I know this isn't the work of the Lord, but Satan will never win. And even for him to be able to stay strong and stay, he'll stand with God. And, you know, we got people in the comments saying, keep your trust and faith in God. He'll never leave or forsake you. You know, sometimes things really hurt. They don't feel right. But, you know, sometimes that's part of the plan. Rallo's there saying, Alhamdulillah. But, you know, he would continue posting. You know, he said, you made me feel something. Now I'm numb and hurt like F. Right. And he's still that great person underneath it, you know, even though he's going through it right now. And he said that he, you know, he feels like he don't even want to be here no more. He a strong person. He been through a lot. You know, he overcome challenges, big challenges, maybe nothing that's anywhere near as you know, as difficult as what he's going through right now, man. But I just really, really want to just like put the positive vibes out there, because he definitely is not feeling like he wants to be here. He said, I wish I didn't wake up from that motorcycle accident. He clearly is going through it, man, and this has got to be the worst pain that you can feel, man. So prayers up for Woody, man. You know, he said this is their last pick together. Yeah, it's just super, super heartbreaking, man. Now, obviously, the post that caught everybody's attention, I already showed you this, but I just want to kind of react to this again and just say, this is the post, and he said someone's going to pay. Now, it's been difficult to try and find out, you know, exactly what went down. There's been some unconfirmed reports. People have suggested on Facebook, there's been some posts going around where some people have suggested that perhaps it was kind of an unexpected seizure or condition. You know, wasn't anything nefarious or anything like that. You know, it was just something really unfortunate, a medical emergency that was unexpected, man, that ultimately led to this. Now, in the aftermath of this news, the Danza Project shared an interview clip where Woody talked about not passing on generational trauma, and a lot of old Woody clips have kind of been going around in the midst of this really tragic news. And, you know, it's just reminding people how strong of a man Woody is and what he's been through, and how he really was breaking the cycle for his family and his generation.
Baby on the way.
Okay. For sure. Congrats. Any day.
Huh? Any day?
Oh, like here. Like that, they here, damn near.
Yeah.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. I be shell shocked, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You know, every young man that have dealt with life, you know, Rocky want a son to be able to make sure he don't take that path we take.
Mm.
So it's like, she want to name baby after me. I don't want that.
So it is a baby boy.
He need to be his own self. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what, a couple people told me I didn't want my son named after me. And a couple people were like, you'll regret it after.
Say that again?
You'll regret it after. Like, having your junior is dope, and it is dope.
Let me explain why. Look at Big Meech and Lil Meech.
Yeesh.
Lil Meech ain't never put his feet
Outside, yeah.
in that dirt pavement and apartments. Lil Meech ain't never lived like we did. But by him named after his daddy, he got to walk in his daddy's footsteps. Mm-hmm. Footprints.
I think that's all your responsibility, though.
Huh?
It's all your responsibility on how you raise your son to be. I don't think you're going to allow your son to live like that.
Daddy in jail. His daddy in jail.
Yeah.
So guess what happened? Tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. Mm-hmm. Naming my baby after me. And when he go through life and tell people his name is Kenneth Copeland, and they be like, such your daddy? Oh, your daddy was this. Your daddy was that. Your dad. So now what the baby do? Get curious. Let me go research. Let me go Google. Let me go see who my...
This where I come from. So this what I gotta be like.
This ain't what I gotta be like. He started to get curious. But see, that's how it works. Once they plant the seed, what happens?
Cycle. Yeah.
Without.
You know, that's a really interesting perspective, and you know, obviously, unfortunately, you know, we know the really sad outcome right now, which would have been something that wasn't expected. But it just goes to show just how much thought and intention that Woody was putting into fatherhood, putting into his family and the decisions that he was making. And I just want to say, man, you know, just prayers up for Woody, man. Rest in peace to his son. It's a really sad piece of news to have heard. And I know that he's going to come through this stronger. He's going to come through this positively. All of that positive stuff, that positive fatherhood, the intentionality that he was bringing to his family, that's not gone. He a family man. And whatever happens after this, I know he is going to be able to move positively with righteousness, man. But this was super, super sad news to hear. So, yeah, man. I just hope Woody's okay. We're all praying for Woody, man. So just put some positive vibes out into the air and definitely just show some gratitude for your loved ones and your family today, man. I hope you found that useful backstory on what's going on. And I'll keep you guys updated if anything else develops with this story that is going to be useful for everybody to know, man. But yeah, shouts to Woody, man.